Well, good morning, folks. Pastor Rocky Branch, Spruce Pine First Baptist Church. Today is day 306 in our situation from the storm. We've been blessed above measure. Over the weekend, Miss Janice and I made a trip down to South Carolina to Hopewell Baptist Church in Chesterfield, South Carolina, and then to Liberty Hill Baptist Church in Pageland, South Carolina, and had an enormously great time. It was just absolutely fantastic. Gay and David treated us right at the church in the parsonage. It was just fantastic. The pastor, Brother Richie, came over. Just a wonderful time. They had homecoming. I think 185 year, I believe, was their homecoming anniversary, and they adopted a resolution to continue on as the faith they've had at this wonderful church, Hopewell Baptist Church. And then last night, at Liberty Hill, what a time. Pastor Mullis, dear wife, great time, just a wonderful time of fellowship. These folks have supported the efforts here in the mountains with the financial gifts and material gifts. They brought trailers full of stuff up as well as financial gifts. Just a marvelous time. They also wanted to give this time as well financially back to the mountains and to our church family as we're helping people and trying to do what we can. God has just been so good. It's incredible to know and to see and to watch. As Miss Janice has said, there's so many good people because, you get in a situation where you watch the world and you see a lot of stuff on television and you just wonder, is any good people left anymore? We got tons of good people. A lot going on. Thank God for all those things and how wonderful it is to be able to say that to you this morning as we will now see what the school is going to do, because now we're at the turning point, I think, in all of this. And what our church is going to be able to do is still give aid to whatever is necessary that the school cannot do. So we're still in the ball game at 106 days. So we thank God for that. Psalms 133, one of the pastors mentioned this to me. I wanted to just share it this morning. We got in late last night, about 11:30 or so. So, it's still pretty early in the morning, but that's okay. God gives us that chance to share the good news, and that's what I want to do for sure. Psalms 133, behold, and that word means look. When you see the word behold in most cases, not every case, but in most cases it means look. Look how great, it says, how good and how pleasant is it for the brethren to dwell together, here's the key, in unity. To be together in unity. Now, these folks down in South Carolina, they knew one of my dearest friends in ever my life was Bill Trawick, Pastor Bill Trawick, pastored Westside, Marvin Church. Also, I preached many revivals for him in both places. And he told a story one time. He was a son of a preacher, and he took two cats one time and tied them together and threw them over the clothesline. And he says they were in unity, but they wasn't in harmony. Well, they're both necessary, and it says, how good is it when the brethren to dwell together. That's not to sit together. That's not to talk together. Dwell, if you look in the Hebrew, is to live together. How wonderful is it for the brethren to live together in unity. My gracious, what a great verse. Toby Crowder, my cousin, pastor of Mount Carmel Church, preaches a message on this passage, the best I ever heard about this message. It's fantastic. Verse 2 says, it's like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments. And this is, of course, the anointing that he's talking about. And how wonderful is it when we have the anointing? Such a blessing. Listen, folks, so many things in America right now. So many things going on. We just see stuff everywhere. But you know what? There are people that really want to do God's will. They really are. And there are a lot of them. There's a lot of people that want to love and want to serve and want to give and want to learn and want to be a part of. It's just an amazing thing. And in this whole situation that we've been a part of for all these days, and even out of our own kitchen, a little over 62,000 meals out of our own kitchen, how good God has been and blessed. And people have come, and many of you watching me, you've been here. You come from all over the place. You have helped us. You have, in fact, saved in many incidences the lives of people by financial gifts that we can pass on, or material stuff that we've been able to pass on. I mean, it's incredible to see. And how wonderful that is. God's very happy about that because his kids are getting along and they're working together. It's kind of like the little boy that got knocked down playing football out on the recess time. And one of the little boys run back to the teacher and said, teacher said, Timmy got knocked out and we're trying to give him CPR, but he keeps getting up. Well, I mean, it's an important factor to understand the grace and the mercy of God. And this verse says in the only 3 verses in this 133 chapter in the book of Psalms, as the dew of Hebron, and as the dew that descendeth upon the mountain of Zion, for there the Lord's commands the blessings, even life forevermore. God provides what is necessary for his people that think he is necessary. And I believe that we get our minds right, think about these things, put our minds around what the Lord wants to do. And we've seen it, and we've been in other places too. And I've preached, I don't know, since this whole thing started, about 3 or 4 revivals. And people really see a need, and they see that things are changing, and people are coming together, and the church is forming another bond like it had many years ago. We lost that for a period of time. We really have. But God is bringing that back together across state lines, across county lines, across the nation. We have people from Alaska coming, people from Mexico, and people from Canada, and people from all over. They've come. We have people watching our videos in Australia and in Pakistan, in Korea, in Cuba, in Cambodia. They're watching these videos, and they're praying for us. And what a wonderful thing it is that we dwell together, that we live together in the power of unity. We just had a marvelous time over this weekend. Just a wonderful time. People so wanting to know what they can do for Spruce Pine, North Carolina. What a blessing that is, that we would see that people care still after 306 days. People still care about Spruce Pine. So thank God for that. Thank God for you. And I'm going to go lay down. God bless you. I'll talk to you later.